Esther. Esther was a Jew who lived in Iran at Shushan the palace with her cousin Mordecai. They were from the tribe of Benjamin. Their great-grandfather Kish was brought down to Iraq along with King Jeconiah, who was taken captive into Babylon. Esther was fair and beautiful to look at, so much that when the king was looking for a wife, he fell in love with her at first sight. Esther's Hebrew name was Hadassah. She took on the name of Esther to hide her identity, so that no one would know that she was a Jew. So Hadassah was made queen over all of Persia, but no one knew that she was a Jew, not even the king, because Mordecai, her cousin, bid her not to. Sometime after, there rose up a man named Haman who stirred up trouble for the Jews. Mordecai sent a message to Esther, pleading to her for help. She hesitated, but he sent to her again another message and said, "If you don't help, help will come from somewhere else. And don't think that you are safe in the palace. Who knows if you were put there for such a time as this?" She was afraid, and Mordecai knew it, but he gave her just a little push, just enough to make her move, to fulfill what he believed she was sent there for. Esther arose and went in to see the king, and the king granted her all her requests and destroyed Haman and all the enemies that stood up against him. Sometimes when God bless some of us, we forgot who we are and where God has brought us from. God promised us that he will never leave us or forsake us, and we promise before God that we will not leave him or forsake him. But we at times get so comfortable in our lifestyle, and we forget the God who brought us to that place of prosperity, the God who brought us to that place of blessing and great abundance. And we no longer remember the road that we had to travel to get there. We have forgotten all the people that guided us along the way. You've forgotten when you were thirsty and a man gave you a drink of water. You've forgotten when you were hungry and someone gave you a piece of bread. You've forgotten when you were naked and someone took from their own children's clothes and gave it to you. So quickly you forgot the goodness and the mercies that the Lord has sent your way. You're not who you are by chance, and you sure enough didn't get where you are on your own. There are many people that the Lord God have sent your way to guide you and to help you to reach your destiny. And they did it not because they want something in return, but because they want to see you prosper. Now that you're selfish and you cannot see, look into your heart, and your heart will tell you that it is so. There's a reason why God have blessed you in such a way, and it's not for yourself only. God raised up Esther and positioned her for such a time as this. And God have raised you up and positioned you for a purpose and to do his will. I know it's not easy to stand up for God in a world like this. There are walls that are set up to block you. There are weapons that aim right at you, ready to cut you down. But be of good courage. There are more for you than those who are against you. Be like Esther, who said, "If I perish, I perish, but I must go and see my king. Him who will grant me all my petition and will destroy all my enemies. And if I perish on my way to see him, so be it. Even if worms destroy this body, yet in my flesh will I see God, whom I shall see for myself, and not another."